Why does your coaching business feel so much harder than it should? I'm getting ready to walk you through 5 mistakes I see coaches make every single day that keep them stuck, underpaid, and overworked. And if you recognize yourself in any of these 5 mistakes, understand that that is not failure. If you recognize yourself in any of these 5 mistakes I'm getting ready to tell you about, understand that that is the clarity you need to finally shift things. Stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to show you exactly how to position yourself to make $2,000 within 2 focused hours of work without hustling yourself to the ground. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. My name is Nick Scott and I help women turn their existing skills into high-ticket coaching offers. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's stay connected. If you've been thinking about coaching or you've already started your coaching business but something feels off, this video is for you. Before we jump in, I want you to grab my free guide, 101 Coaching Ideas, because one of the mistakes that we're going to talk about today is trying to coach all the people on all the things. And 101 Coaching Ideas will show you exactly how many different directions you can take your expertise. The link for the free guide is down in the description. Can we talk about lifetime pricing for a second? This is when you offer a program, a course, or a service, and you tell your audience that they have lifetime access. That sounds real generous, right? It sounds like you're giving them an incredible deal. But let me tell you what lifetime pricing actually does to your business. It boxes you in. When you say lifetime, you're committing to support, updates, and access for as long as that person exists. That might sound dramatic, but I have watched coaches burn out trying to offer lifetime commitments that they made 3 years ago when their business was completely different. And the thing is, your business is going to evolve. Your offers will get better, your systems are going to get tighter, and your pricing is going to go up. But that person who brought your lifetime offer at $290 in your very first year of your coaching business, they expect the same level of access to you as the person who paid $2,000 or more today. And listen, that is not sustainable. It positions you to start to resent the very people that you say you're here to serve. So then the question you're probably wondering is, then why do coaches even do it? I believe they do it because they believe that it makes them more appealing. They think that they're reducing a barrier to entry. They believe that if they offer lifetime access to their programs, offers, or their courses, people will say yes faster if they know that they're locked in forever. But what lifetime pricing really does is it trains your audience to wait. It trains them to undervalue your work. It creates an unexpected expectation that you owe them continuous access without continuous investment. And here's the thing, I'm not saying that you can't offer long-term value, but the way you frame that long-term value, it matters. Instead of lifetime, think annual, think seasons, think cohorts, think renewable access that allows you to grow without being chained to a promise that you made 7 years ago. When you remove lifetime pricing, you're actually giving yourself room to evolve. And you give your clients the opportunity to choose you again because your work is worth it, not because they're grandfathered into something that you created 5 years ago. The truth is, lifetime pricing is a business model that punishes you for growing. Let's normalize not building our coaching businesses on a foundation that will ultimately resent your success. Let's talk about pricing. And what I'm about to say, it might make you feel a little uncomfortable. If your coaching offer is under $2,000, then you're probably undercharging. And I know that feels scary to hear. And I know you're probably thinking about who might be able to afford your offer. And you might even be worried about pricing yourself out of the market. But let me tell you what low pricing really does. It positions you as a beginner, even if you're not. It attracts clients who have zero skin in the game. And it makes it nearly impossible to run a sustainable business. Now, let me break this down for you one time. When someone pays you $97 for your coaching, they are not treating it as an investment. They're treating it like an impulse buy, which means they're not showing up in the same way and they're not implementing in the same way. And when they don't get results, they blame your program instead of their lack of commitment. But when someone pays you $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000, they take it seriously seriously, they show up prepared, they do the work, they ask better questions, and they get better results, which means they become better testimonials for your business. You see the reciprocity in this? Low pricing doesn't just hurt your bank account, y'all. It also hurts the quality of your client relationships. Now, I'm not saying you have to charge $5,000 out the gate, but I am saying if you've been coaching for more than 6 months, you should not be charging under $2,000 unless it's a very specific one-time workshop, digital product, or introductory offer. Your pricing communicates your value. And if you don't believe that your work is worth a solid investment, your audience won't either. There's a reason why high-ticket coaches like myself have waiting lists. It's not because we're better marketers. It's because our offers signals to our audience that our work transforms lives, and transformation is worth paying for. So if you have a coaching offer that you priced at $147 because you are afraid that no one would buy it at a higher price, I need you to hear this. The people who can't afford you at $2,000 probably can't afford you at $147 either. But the people who can afford you at $2,000, they'll take you more seriously, they'll show up more consistently, and trust me when I say this, they will become your biggest advocates. Price for the transformation, not the transaction. Before we jump into mistake number 3, I want to make sure that you have the foundation you need to build a coaching business that does not run you into the ground. I created a free 5-day email course that walks you through the exact steps to start your coaching business the right way. It's 5 focused emails that help you map out a clear path forward. The link is in the description. And keep watching because we're about to talk about the mistake that's costing you way more than money. Mistake number 3 is not having a clear scope or boundaries around your coaching business. And this is the one that'll sneak up on you. Here's what it looks like. You start coaching someone, you're excited, you're energized, and you want to be helpful. So when they text you outside of the agreed upon session time, what do? You respond right away. When they ask for an extra 15 minutes because they're processing something heavy, you give it to them. When they email you with a question that could wait until the next call, you answer it right away. And before you know it, you're coaching this person 24/7 without charging for 24/7 access. And that, what I just described, that is exactly how coaches burn out. They burn out not because coaching is hard. They burn out because they never defined what coaching with them actually includes. Now, on the flip side, let me tell you what scope looks like. Scope is saying we meet twice a month for 60 minutes. Scope is saying you get Voxer access between sessions, but I respond within 24 hours, not immediately. Scope is saying session recordings will be available to you for 7 days, not forever. Scope protects your energy and it protects your time. But here's the thing, it's not just one-sided because it also protects your clients. Because when there are no boundaries, clients do not know how to use your time well. They'll reach out to you for every little thing instead of sitting with a little discomfort and doing the work. And I want you to notice something here. The coaches who set clear boundaries, we do not lose clients. As a matter of fact, we attract better ones because high-level clients, they respect boundaries. They want to work with someone who values their own time because that signals that you will value their time too. Now I know someone's going to leave a comment down in the comment section asking me,
well, what if they need support between sessions? What if something urgent comes up?
And I hear you, but urgency is relative. And if you train your clients that you're always available, every little teeny tiny thing becomes a matter of urgency. The answer to that is you can build in a buffer. You can say,
I check Voxer twice a day, once at 10 in the morning and once in the evening at 3 o'clock.
You can create a clear communication policy that manages you and your clients' expectations from day one. But if you don't set those boundaries up front, you will spend your entire coaching business trying to claw back your time. And that is not sustainable or scalable. Your scope is your business model. Protect it. Now let's go a little bit deeper on availability because this one ties directly to scope. Making yourself too available is not generosity. It's self-sabotage. I see coaches who offer unlimited Voxer. I see coaches offering client calls at 8:00 p.m. because that's when their clients are available. I see coaches who respond to DMs within minutes because they don't want anyone to think that they're ignoring them. And I want you to hear this clearly. Availability does not equal care. You can care deeply about your clients and still have office hours. You can be fully committed and still not answer their text messages at 9:30 at night on a Saturday. When you make yourself too available, you communicate to your clients that your time has no value. And if your time has no value, why in the world would someone pay premium for it? Constraints create value, limited availability creates demand, and boundaries, they create respect. I want you to think a minute about the coaches or service providers that you admire. These are the ones that are fully booked and that people will wait months on their waiting list before working with them. Do you think they're available all the time? That was really a rhetorical question because we all know that the answer is absolutely not. They have systems, they have structure, and they fiercely protect their time. And here's the thing, that is not being cold or disconnected, y'all. That's called being professional. So here's what I want you to do. Decide right now what your availability looks like and build that availability into your offer before you sell it. Don't leave it open-ended and figure it out later, because once you've sold unlimited access, you cannot take it back without damaging trust. But if you set expectations from the beginning, your clients already know what they're signing up for. And the right clients, they will respect that. And the wrong ones, they're going to filter themselves out. And that is what I consider a win. Mistake number 5 is the one that stalls more coaching businesses than anything else. And that is trying to serve everyone. Let me paint a picture. You're great at what you do. You've helped people with career transitions. You've helped people with leadership development. You've helped people build confidence, clarity, strategy, balance. And because you can help with all of it, you market for all of it. Your website says you help professionals reach their goals. Your Instagram says that you're a life and career coach. Your pitch is,
I help people get unstuck.
And it sounds good to you because all of those things are true. But what about your audience? That picture I just painted, it's vague. When you try to speak to everyone, you actually speak to absolutely no one. Because the woman who needs help with a career pivot, she's looking for someone who specializes in career pivots. The person who's looking to build their online coaching business, that person is looking for someone who specializes in building online coaching businesses. These women are not out here looking for someone that does a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They're looking for the one person that does the one thing that they're looking for better than anybody else. And I know how this can feel limiting. And I also know it can feel like you're leaving money on the table. But specificity, that is what sells. Generalists, they get overlooked. Specialists in this industry, they're the ones that get hired. So if you want to build a coaching business that attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones, you're going to have to niche down. You don't have to niche down forever, but you definitely are going to have to niche down for now. Pick the one problem that you solve better than anybody else. Pick one transformation you want to be known for. Pick one audience that you deeply understand and build all of your messaging around those pillars. Once you're known for that one thing, maybe you'll want to expand. But trying to be all the things to all the people when you're building, that is a recipe for invisibility. Your audience doesn't need more options, they need clarity. And your job is to give it to them. So those are the 5 mistakes that keep so many women stuck in their coaching businesses. Lifetime pricing that locks you into promises that you'll outgrow. Pricing too low, which undervalues your expertise and attracts the wrong clients. No clear scope or boundaries, which leads to burnout. Making yourself too available, which trains women to undervalue your time. And trying to be all the things to all the people, which ultimately makes you invisible. If you recognize yourself in any of these, good. That means you're aware. And awareness is the first step to shifting. Now here's where I want to take this. I created something especially for coaches who are tired of grinding and ready to start getting paid what they're worth. It's called 2K in 2 hours, and it's a micro course that shows you how to position yourself, create an offer, and and have sales conversations that lead to a $2,000 yes without feeling salesy or pushy. This is not about hustling harder. This is about working smarter. It's about knowing your value, communicating it clearly, and attracting clients who are ready to invest $2,000 or more in your offer. The link for 2K in 2 hours is down in the description. Here's what matters. You don't need to be making all 5 of the mistakes that I outlined in this video to be struggling. Making even one of those mistakes is enough to keep you stuck. Fix your mistakes now and build a coaching business that pays you well and doesn't run you dry. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next video.